Hello, folks. Hopefully that's done. If you can see and hear me and all that good stuff now. Ooh. Okay. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, on the screen, I'm trying to think of where it would be. Here, around here, somewhere around here, there will be, if you refresh a Disco Elysium button, essentially, it will say Disco Elysium App Companion. You can give it a clicky. Probably won't work good on phone or maybe anything like that, but if you're on PC or if you're watching on a laptop, you should be able to actually use it now, and it should let you come up with like inventory things, and I think choices it'll let you vote, I think, or kind of give your opinion. We'll have to figure out how it works, but I did get it done. So, yeah, that's what I had to do, and also the Wi-Fi was having a bit of a problem anyway, so. Let's see. Maybe we should feel better. What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Looks at a door where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop and I talk to whomever I please. What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
You the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Right. Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good.
Ooh.
That's all you know for now.
Okay. Sylvie's off. We don't know where Sylvie is. Alright, there is a door back there. We just don't know about it. I think that means there's a symbol over there that chat's looking at stuff, I think. No bad. Alright, that's a healing item. That's the door to get out. Summer door closed for the winter. That's a lot of cafeterias, yeah. He's running 3 places. In, like, a smaller town, I think? Mess hall reserved to union members. Doors open at 4. Alright, cool.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Damn. That's some good news, but I'll tell you later, man. Not really comfortable saying it on stream. Wonderful, man. Yeah, no, absolutely. No, if you want to message me or if you want to message me afterwards, you absolutely can do that. Hope you're okay. Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize
I must be.
He's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
How good are we at conceptualizing, gang? I don't know if we can conceptualize a new name.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're too few steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information and disregards it.
It looks like we had a little
Okay.
scaling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Hunter, what's the cafeteria manager? Yeah, I just spoke to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
More out of habit than impatience. What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface.
He gestures with his fingers.
Get to know the players. You don't do that?
Kevin. I don't want to go with my name being Kevin.
Practice.
It's not an inter-district practice.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah. No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you you're not really a police officer? You're gonna be so sure I'm from the police.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
He nods.
Hey, we got our buddy. We got Kim in our party. I love Kim. I love Kim too. He's our dog. How you doing, Manil? But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Let's get going then.
After you, officer.
New task: inspect victim's body. Interview cafeteria
If you're
manager. We should do that
about to
first.
embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Wasn't on me when I woke up. Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman. I have my badge. My next finger is sore from spamming Penny Parker's mines all day in Rivals. I quite enjoy playing her. She's very, very good. It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
I'm trying to figure out what this does. Is this like a voting system? Basically, you have an integration tool that you can use. So, this royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh, it's Lena.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me. Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone?
The investigator is meditating while he needs to temporarily alter their skills. Pick one skill to improve and one skill to diminish. Yo, that's pretty sick. Question: is your Inland Empire high enough that you unlock best character in the game? We've only just started, but my Inland Empire is pretty high. Now I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know. Maybe I had. I had once, but then I lost it. I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm done with mating rituals. I don't know. Maybe I had. I had once. Maybe twice, but then I lost it.
I'm sorry if I was being overly familiar. I know we've only just met.
Did your necktie talk to you? We haven't. No, we didn't have necktie speak to us, but we talked about it being groovy.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when
So you guys get to pick a stat to fuck with and a stat not to fuck with. I assume that's what this bit is for here. Like I think you guys fucked with my conceptualization, my spirit decor, maybe. Oh wait, no, these are the item bonuses. What the fuck's messing with my savoir-faire?
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with me? That seems rude. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
We should be able to speak with that necktie. Use your trousers, fuck your savoir-faire. Good to know.
Judge you, no matter what you say.
Drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In hell. We're all in hell.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
I didn't spell that right in the chat, did I? Alright. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? Okay.
Yes, and Revachol?
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is
How
this?
would I even begin to tell you?
My iPad is about to die. Back a bit. No worries at all.
Beautiful
Nice to see you.
city in the world.
Load physique on one.
We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Let's go see physique. Oh, is it for like specific decisions?
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51. I know that, but... So if I do this, you guys get a percentage thing I think you can click. I'm trying to figure out what the Twitch integration allows you to do. So I think now you can vote for options, I think. I don't know how, but... Bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. This is pretty cool, though. It's pretty cool to have Twitch integration. It's kind of like playing Baldur's Gate, where we had the options. Alright, I'm going to say it's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Thank you.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Ladies of fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds, civilization cows before us. They're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles around like a badass visionary. Radio is being used to control people's minds and distort perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Cop. We're living under the cop regime. I think it's the dictatorship of the Pretalia, but somebody tells me it's not.
Oh no, nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
We'll figure it out in the next thing.
We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no matriarchy.
She's trying to avoid the foreigner's part. This is because she's a woman. She may be lying to you.
There's no government, how come there are cops? I knew what to say, I'm so disappointed. There's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary.
Wish we told her to roll with
I wouldn't
us.
worry too much.
I don't know how well that would have went.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
You just asked. Consequences are later. Now you want to know what happened. Exactly.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
We're gonna make Kim so embarrassed of us. Alright. Let's go speak to this guy. Kim wanted to interview him.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I'm currently in between names. What is gold and orange like a forest fire but smells like liquor?
Are you kidding me?
No man, help me out. What is gold and orange and smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
We got it, we got it.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the cafeteria manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
And some paper and hands it to the
You
lieutenant.
said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me? Like a police officer. She went away because none of your business. Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination.
It's happening.
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
No, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
We can't slip away. That's gonna be too bad. What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real,
Our necktie talks.
reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, do you mean some sort of street cred?
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
Can I say my tie speak to me twice? What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Is this money?
Yes, it is.
Can't give it to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real.
I have zero idea what's going on fully. That's the point in the game.
When you have 130
Yeah.
real.
The game it doesn't let you. 100 times smaller? But that's horrible.
It is.
For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What happens in... What do I have this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money.
Oh god. The necktie is making some good points, I'm gonna be honest. Not comfortable with this, try to somehow tuck the tie away. Great advice, I'm considering it. The tie in a filming too. I have duties, I'm a cop, I'm not talking to a tie.
The lieutenant looks at you, tugging on your garish.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
What happens
sorry,
now?
but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance.
good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafe.
I love our tie. Our tie is amazing.
3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill.
Why did you say that?
These are just synapse firings. It doesn't mean anything. The name must have some meaning for me. Lieutenant Custodian, do you know a place called Marble Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
Expression?
Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
So we have voices in our head. We have... Okay, so... all of these stats plus things we personify are a voice in our head. As well as the narrator just being our sort of main boy. And we have amnesia. We remember nothing, but we are learning things as we go. So we started the game with no memory. So it's just Twitch chat live. Absolutely, that's what's happening.
That doesn't sound like some way.
Like, this is Encyclopedia stat. Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on the building? The one in the dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo Cup.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
I could think about being a hobo cop. I would lose some composure, though. A cop and a hobo cop. Upsets can be disheveled, doesn't have to wash, carries himself with lurch gusto. Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again here. You're drunk. Why did you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides. Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. I don't think I want to internal. So these are all different things that later on I will learn to internalize. If I choose to internalize this, I will just accept that I'm hobo cop. It's not really meant to make sense. There's a lot of things. These are all of our current tasks. Our most important ones in karaoke. Have we done any tasks? Okay, we've done 2 things. We found our shoes, and we've investigated the cafeteria manager. We have a necktie. It's a pretty ugly looking tie. Alright, we have a kind green ape pen. This game is my favorite streamer simulator. Our superhero name, Hobocop. Absolutely. Our pants, get rid of our Sabbath. Our shoes also get rid of our Sabbath. We lose suggestion by the t-shirt, but we gain conceptualization. And we have our disco-ass blazer. I think we're going to lose a bit if we... I kind of like having a higher suggestion. But it might be because I might be able to wash it later. We get some Inland Empire going on. Alright. Let's go, Kim. We got a job to do. Ooh. Yo, dog. Hey. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
Rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
We do not have morale damage yet, which I think is a good sign. Hey, we're out into the streets of fucking Revachol right now. Give us snow. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Okay.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police business about? We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm disorientated. Don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
I'm looking for a dead body.
This intersection is...
I like my character just being an absolute bumbling fuck.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Thanks, that's all I know from him.
Problem.
Well, you exactly.
I am just a gardener.
Cool. Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then.
I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
The street sign says, fuck the police.
She shifts in her see.
Of course. Where to? No problem. Me? I am working.
Working on what?
Greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
But
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
well, one more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
These will be helpful. Nice. Alright. Since I know, Masqueroo, you do get squeamish at certain things, I'm not sure about the state of this dead body, and I will try and give you some warning of it before it happens, so. There are bottles inside, you can pick them up if you had it back. Awesome. Either way, can you tell me what I'm to look again when needed? Gotcha. I feel like it's still need code there.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
We played Disco Elysium before? Yeah, I beat... Yeah, exactly. That sounds so much like fucking Tracer. So there's just that one M word I can't say. No, I get that. Now, there's a certain word,
The smell
like...
is repulsive.
We were all pretty high, but that was very unlikely.
More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor.
Such a guttural sound.
Great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Gotcha. We love volumetric shit compressor. Yeah, okay, that got me. The sound did get me as well. Yeah. Yeah, where do we get ammonia from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Oh, Edward 3 T's looks really weird.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Well, that's for kids. Wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, workers' boots.
Noted.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time.
Ah, fuck. I'm into rank, but I'll drop it again. No worries, no. Good luck, man. Some magnesium. We don't need to boost our morale yet. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Yeah. This orange mechanism has been oxidizing for years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing materials.
No, we are Hobo Cop. Hobo Cop!
Old shack.
I always end up as the sorry cop by accident. One thing that confuses me is why is this guy wearing like half a bottom of a Gundam suit? You mean this fucking dude? Or me?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's what. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
We can't grab that yet. Let's go. Let's see. In about 2 minutes 30, we will have an ad. I will also spend that time to go grab myself a drink. Let's investigate. Empty tube of magnesium supplement. Cured pig's head. Looks mummified. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Hey, electrochemistry is our look for drugs, I believe. So.
Perhaps.
Oh shit, I misclicked.
This is below our pay grade, detective.
And isn't studying the powder in the mirror, he's studying you. Perhaps not. It looks like this is below a high grade detective. However,
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
I didn't have this last time. That's actually really helpful. Person says get out of the way or get fucked up. Yo, is this a new fucking coat? These barrels are half full of rainwater. This door is going to collapse soon. Some dollar on the floor. That makes sense. Nice. There's a bucket. Postcard. Hey, there's some money up here. Alright, I'm gonna go quickly grab myself a drink. We will be back in a little moment. So, see you guys in a sec, folks. Hello. We are back. We don't really have a way to get up there at the moment. Can we get up there in any capacity? Nothing. Hey! Gotta hydrate. And we make sure you're drinking enough at home as well. Alright. Let's get off this roof. We're kind of wasting time. We gotta go get some ammonia so we can stomach messing with the body. What's up, kid?
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Hey, kid, a word, please, business. I can do this right now. Alright. I know always a crown. Learn below. Playbook descending. Kuno!
This trash container.
The average Liverpudlian.
The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Mainland Empire knows what's going on. Why am I looking at your trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in here?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
No, or pry bar.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
So it's an option. I do like the pry bar idea. But I'm trying to keep a cohesive head about goals, so. Hey man, do you have any salts?
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Do you still have your salts?
Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
It's worth doing. Let's get this body down. There's one goal we can do today. It's get that body down.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
We have ammonia.
Is all it does now. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Yeah, that'll do it. Should this help you, right? Shove it in my ass. It didn't help at all. I think I don't want to be a cop anymore.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Do it without me, I just can't keep it down.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too. That's probably a good idea. Clear our heads. But before we can do that, you need to get your shit together.
I don't want to get my shit together.
Then the world will turn away from you and leave you behind. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do.
Cocaine volumetric shit compressor.
It's pretty bad, right?
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
You've gained a thought.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
If shit is apart and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being is supposed to be opposite of together. Alright, let's internalize. I don't know if we want to... Let me know if you guys want me to internalize being a hobo cop. I don't know if we should do that, but... Alright. Basically, we are taking the time to internalize these thoughts. It takes about 30 minutes of in-game time. Then... So we can do some other things while we internalize this, and it makes us better at certain things. So this helps us get our shit together. Let's speak to Kuno.
Got this?
If there ever was.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno.
How many your time, please?
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
Hell yeah, Kuno.
Kuno's riding at sea.
Kuno S. I like that name's Kuno S.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do? Kid, you wanna hang out? Not knock. You kid siblings.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
About the crime scene. Your kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
The ladder. Ever climbed it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
She would say that the ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
What the fuck did I come back to? We're speaking to Kuno, the coolest kid in school.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
I was wondering about the trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
I have a very strong hunch there's something of importance in it. Something I was fine. You know about this, Kuno. Got his medicine address.
Of course you do, fuckface.
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Hold on, the guy who used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
I mean, the one by the Willing Rats, that gardener?
Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
God, I've met people who talk just like that. Well, he has the Scout accent. So, he literally sounds like where we come from.
Yeah, her.
The rhetoric. I like having rhetoric. It just helps translate things.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Kuno, I found your shack. Kuno, I keep throwing up and can't investigate the body at all. Gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Show your best to yourself in the third person.
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
What a lad.
He looked slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing.
Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the question.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
But I love it.
Pigs in hurting, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Don't punch him. It's a bad idea.
Help! Misters, help!
He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
He's flashing, Kuno! He's showing his genitals! No! Get up, Kuno, you sick fat fuck! Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
How'd you know that? You can't see inside my head. Whisper, can you read my mind, Kuno?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking.
Kuno S is a girl. Well, the other dude's just watching. He's digging his dick.
I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. You backing up means he's succeeded.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
I don't want to surrender to Kuno. The other dude's just like, oh, you meant Kim as well.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me. I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's
Hey,
this
kid.
shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
This is what? Now that we're trying to punch this kid.
Get the fuck out of here, face!
I'll die before I squeal. You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me.
Don't be traumatizing her! Get the
I want to fuck that kid up. Alright, let's get out of here for now. Let's see, what are our tasks? Equip and complete volumetric shit compressor thought. You want to open the trash container. Want to pay for damages. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave. Yeah, we do want to report our badge missing. That was the next thing we wanted to do. Bam, bam, bam.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Volumetric shit compressor is real. I thought it was just Wendell messing around. Nope, that's a thought we can internalize.
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin,
This is the sound that woke me up.
a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with the motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
Do all policemen in the Austin have such cool motor carriages? That's what woke me up when you were at the matinee, the infernal noise.
Yes, sorry about that. The Kupris Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
He likes his car. That's the same feeling you have with the words motor carriage.
Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Can we turn it on and drive some?
The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook. As you tap on the gauge,
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Let's pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime.
Miss our Ty talking. There'll be other chances.
Line I.
They're here. They're around our neck.
Hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here.
Come and dispatch. Come and dispatch. Oh, it's just the officer in the 41st precinct. Nice to meet you.
is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Hey, if we internalized it, nice, we got it. You need to get me to a civilian, Sylvie. She may have reported a murder. Connect me to the 41st precinct. I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Ty is best character. Hi, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over.
He's just talking to me. These numbers mean nothing to me.
Take your message, sir. Over.
It's from my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and
He what? He lost his badge?
Hey, who's this?
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Game is a tiny bit quiet, by the way. Okay, good to know. But it shouldn't have got quieter. Yeah, it does seem like it's got quieter. Officer has lost his badge. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. I'll just move on. I get reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a
Is that a bit better?
You are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
We have lost our gun.
Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Don't sweat it, Bratan.
Hey, the tie.
To have fun? We can still have fun. It's not all over.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were
Coincident that you
wondering
didn't
if
lose your
lost
gun.
Over.
Even before
Fuck.
you can get the words out.
No, of course I didn't lose my fun gun. Fuck it, I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon.
Oh. Request a description, huh? We'll give it one. Describe the plasma gun.
So as it's massive, got flared cooling vents along the front and hydrogen flasks sticking out of it. So it's a lieutenant, what are you packing? It's a gun, what can I say? A regular goddamn air weapon, you know? Look, I don't have it, right? I don't have a gun.
It's a single-shot kill A9. An armistice, to be precise.
Says it's a key armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore. Dear God, he lost his gun?
Oh, we lost our gun!
I can't. This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself. But Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he's still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia.
I didn't know his mom was after he fucked her ass all night. Tell him that.
That's a negative. Not going to say that.
Okay. Worth a try.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got. Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate? Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
I don't like the Fallout. Maybe don't fuck with the Firewalker.
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite Officer V.
Firewalker.
I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it.
Satellite Officer V. 10-4 affirmative, officer.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10. Over.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier. Around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
She has startled. John Vicamar turns to her and says,
My partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. That was some gnarly shit there.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Okay, I like that ability. The Esprit de Corps. It allows you to just kind of sort of see, like, foretell a situation, I suppose. Not the toolbox.
A metallic drawer.
Take what you need, officer.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar feels nice, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge.
Alright, we're good.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today.
Oh, those shivers, that's my
where
favorite.
A police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Nice, we got it. Let's have a talk with Kim.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. Can't remember a single thing. You said it's a mysterious case?
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
I didn't know anything about the caller.
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Of course, yes, it's not ring now. It's perfectly clear. Our job is to find the killer.
That's right.
Okay. Can we go over the preliminary info again? Did you say this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, why are we in the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his...
Alright. Shivers gives like world building and stuff. It's cool. Yeah, I like that. Alright, we can go pry bar the, we can go check for the key. And if he doesn't have the key, then we can use the pry bar.
Can I help you?
Trash container about yours.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What have I told you? I am a hobo, or soon to be one, rummaging through that trash. Will you keep me out too? Does it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the pool? We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What thing?
Sir Sam said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
As opposed to us.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating
Hey, we can level up.
services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later.
They show up about
Men
4.
get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
God, it's for another thing at the whirling. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Hell yeah! Items. Lieutenant's handkerchief. Got a postcard. We have some tools. We can also level up a skill. Alright, gang, what do we want to level up? So, we got some logic. Logic is just common sense, essentially. Encyclopedia is like specific knowledge. Rhetoric is being able to figure out what people are trying to say. There's drama, so we're good at acting. Conceptualizing, so we can picture things and create a picture in our head. Visual calculus, reconstruct crime scenes. This is like a cool one. I really do like this one. Volition, hold yourself together, keep your morale up. I do like it. Hunch, okay. Damage -1. Inland Empire. Inland Empire is always a cool one. Which is a good feeling in dreams and waking life. Empathy, like, currently our psyche skills are really high, so I'd like to kind of buff like another skill, if that makes sense, but... Shivers. Raise the hair and you said tune into the city. I kind of want to do that, honestly. Let's level up Shivers. Let's go open the trash and then we can try the body again. Man, I love this game. It's so weird, but I love it in its entirety. Alright.
This trash container is locked with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Can I just have a permission that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look into the... Dig in Hubcup style for extra content.
Wow. An Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon. Half wrapped in paper tissues. So, it's a giant rifle. And it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000. Easy. Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
I'm into hi-fi.
That's too bad, because none of those things are actually in there. There's just food waste and crisp wrappings.
Cruel jest, there must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going...
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another...
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
The lieutenant nods. It's just organic waste. Nothing. It's nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Something larger. A clipboard.
A ledger.
A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It must have been cramping my style. There's a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it. The great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the whirling threw it in the trash. I don't know, I'm boring.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some have fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue.
I don't know, it sounds like an order. I don't think those. Okay, I'll do
It
that.
also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactive.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Racist mug. I found the racist mug.
that's one thing off the list.
Can I lock it again?
The trash container stands.
Alright, let's inspect some stuff.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of you. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to the surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information? How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand.
Let's browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Man, the concept of this game is so fucking strong. It is so boggling. It is such a clusterfuck of a game. But, like, I feel so proactive even when I'm just fucking answering the simplest questions, if that makes sense.
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year.
So that's 3 months.
The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples.
Mine, they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
I love that in our fucking official cop ledger we're giving the cases titles like a fucking madman.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use this again, in your defense. I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
I love Kib.
I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters.
Man, this narrator, I hope, was paid very well. Isn't there a case called Square Bullet? Yeah, we called one Case of the Square Bullets.
And simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you been any chance to name our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Shit on a stick. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. If you want it to be kitchen it's not though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily.
I love that the legend's telling me, give yourself a stretch. Everybody at home, give yourself a stretch. Probably gonna go for 15 more minutes. Shit on a stick. Nah, I want to be like I want to gradually try and sort of catch myself as kind of my goal for this. Can I read the case files?
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes.
We friend Kim Goal? I'm absolutely going to befriend Kim. He's going to be my buddy.
Official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. 12 pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. These are quite sinister in tone. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250.
Okay, so that's the bits of paper I used to do my job.
Those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the it's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
You say colour what?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands. U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Let me open it, please.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it.
You can't do anything right, man. Can't open a fucking
the
thing.
Quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I put it in the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful by denouncing it against political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore?
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Alright, thank you. You have no idea where you are. Later, I encourage you to ask others to explain the world in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are well educated. Alright, let's inspect the body.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Kiss Kim. I don't want to kiss Kim yet.
The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse. Ha ha ha.
Fuck.
The corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from its mouth. You will, every time it happens, it gets worse and worse.
I don't want it. That's the third bar to throw up. Man, my dice rolls.
Is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time.
And then I got my shit compressed. How's it possible?
I'm at a loss as well. I could swear your shit was together, detective.
Sometimes even that is not enough.
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
Okay. I've never fucked that up the third time. let's go try to do some stuff. We want to go speak to Gart. We wanted to ask them to call up Sylvie as well.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
I recorded my old email address just to say Pog. Hey, bud!
The dashboard lights up.
How you doing, Raccoon?
The rounds per minute
Politely not singing in. Whoa, that was loud in my ear.
comes to life with a whiny growl. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the...
How you been, man?
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Alright. So let's go read what it says on our clipboard.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid.
For some reason I read your name as Depressed Bacon, and I was like, no one can be depressed with bacon. Well, you're probably saying that to the wrong person, to be fair. I think he would be. But yeah, we got a vegan over here. Yeah, look around you. Where are we on this? Although, to be fair, vegan bacon was not one of my favorites when I was having vegan food. Just the bacon I've tried that's vegan has not been good bacon. They make other things good, but yeah. Alright, where are we on this? Point to the hologram. Wait, look around you.
The rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries.
Are we mind palating right now? I think.
A child somewhere shrieks.
Absolutely atrocious network right now, it seems, so I can't see or hear anything that's going on. Yikes, man. Ooh, wait, no, it's my end. Fuck, that started new. Hopefully that's better. Wait, you vegan, Cara? I've been off and on. I'm not right now. Although my current dietary thing is not related to veganism, I suppose. I'm just eating better, just due to sort of health things. So, like, you know. But no, I have been. But hopefully that's better on my connection. By the way, I noticed that my thing was going into red bars, and I kind of have to give my desk a bit of a wiggle when it does that, which is really annoying.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this?
Let me see. Right here.
Nah. Seems like a shithole. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh, yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt out quarter.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into
I'm thinking
three.
8 years. Hey! Love that, man. Fuck, 8 years. I'm trying to think of when we met. Because it's 2025 now. I think it must have been maybe like a year after your first year, maybe? I'm trying to, yeah. Oh, so we've got an ad starting in a minute. It will be, yeah, I missed the start. Is this your first time Disco Elysium? I've just finished it myself. I've beat it once about a year and a half to 2 years ago. It was great. I wanted to then stream it, but I decided I wanted to give myself some time to forget some shit so then I could stream it. But I love the game. I think it's great. I think it can be a bit of a clusterfuck sometimes, but it can just, you know, I like to just hunker up in my room and, you know, get it played. I love that clip of Bojo saying vegan sausage roll. But man, can't stand the best. I'm gonna have to be a clown he makes himself. Alright, yeah, we got an ad in 10 seconds.
Winterhill_TV says add Pog smile.
Add Pog smile. Alright, so I'll see you back after the ad. See you guys in the back. But we will continue to do this. Alright, I'm gonna tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
My legend's kicking the shit out of me. That's so rude.
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent...
Jokes on you, I'm still here. Hey, bud.
The RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Wait, 18 years? I was a hobo and lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job. I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I went to look? It's you.
Cool. I'm glad you joined us. Not a lot of money in doom crying. Let's move on, shall we?
Hey, Mark gets stuck in a zipline and have to be pulled to the end by a rope. Yes, he did. Wish they pulled him up by a rope. Anyway, I don't know if I'm allowed to legally threaten death while streaming. Hey, got D&D tomorrow. Alright.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished.
Sorry, what? No worries. I was just threatening Boris Johnson. That's all.
Wow, more than 200.
I would have thought there'd be more.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth.
I like Esprit de Corps as a stat. It just puts scenarios in your head.
There's
It's
no
great.
trace of guilt in his voice.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
You ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
Yay. Kim's got 2 times as many kills as you and spent 15 years as a juvenile correction officer. Knows maybe a good example of kids in World Elysium. Yeah. Oh, fucking Kuno speaking, and I was just instantly like, man, he's like from around here. But
It's meant.
fucking Kuno, eh?
Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods.
Alright, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page.
We got some stats, Doug. Alright, we got a few things here. Sleeping dock worker. Yeah, we chose not to do that. And we chose not to do that as well. These are found white checks. Yeah, okay. These are things we can try, but we don't need to. Alright. Kim Pog. Alright, we need to call up the Sylvie, and I think that might be the last thing we do for stream.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glove.
This is Precinct 57.
Need to contact a civilian for me. A Sylvie, she may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim didn't go give you Sylvie number.
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thigh.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Hello. This is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. So we met before. This is me, a detective from the Wellington Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do?
I don't know what I have said to her in my state when I was not present, so I'm just going to say I'm a cop.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not.
Oh, she knows me.
Talking to you again.
Was you called the police? Do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse. Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective? No? Not me? No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
Why didn't you call? Did the cause behind your workplace bother?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Garbage. Wait, Kim. She's being the truth. The Union is the law around here? It looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Ask her if she's a lame type of loser type of geek or a slut. I don't know if I have. I don't want to be rude.
Why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Let's just say I left because you know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
You see my big gun?
No, not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? When did it happen? Yo, hear me out. Twitch plays Disco Elysium. Every decision conversation is voted done by chat using this number. When I know I've got a better streaming schedule, I would 100% do stuff like that. I do like the idea of that. And also when I know I've got like a sort of consistent thing. Also, around now is going to be my standard streaming time, and sometimes on Saturdays is kind of my current routine. That's the best I can do at the moment.
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Should have killed myself. Why did I attempt to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay. Okay, I don't know. See. Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. Oh, no, I haven't.
Based.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
I want a uniform too. God, I really should look into that. Kim doesn't have a uniform on. He seems real neat.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually.
I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye.
Hey, why does she seem angry with you?
Yes.
Nice.
Obviously done something to upset her.
You mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
That sounds like me, right? Bitch, big go, what's going to her? Why do I end up screwing everything up? Sounds like some. This doesn't sound anything like me. I love birds. That sounds like me, alright.
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though.
Telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you, well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the song.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about the end of all times and how everyone is a piece of shit. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Well, you're the worst cabin wench I've ever seen. Okay, I'll just loosen up a little. Don't you have a party? I don't even know what to say. I don't want to apologize for anything.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
You hear a sigh of relief.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Alice, this is Firewalker reconnecting to the 31st. No.
57.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Alright. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go get that body down. We are getting it down. Or at least we're gonna stomach getting close to the body.
There he still is, looking right.
Endurance.
There he still is, looking right. As you
Hey, we got it.
The odor comes
Hey, well,
over.
fuck that bird.
It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty, with your hands at your side.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
So how do we get him down? Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them, delicate and fragile. They feel these are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What is the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals? The material looks out of place.
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him? He could have been walking around naked, just like this for all we know.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Thanks, Kuno. It sure looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
Because the ceramic armor is so cool to me. I agree.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby. Not to the boots. That's a lot. Take it.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
I guess medicine thought such expensive over.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Alright, I'm going to have a quick save here. Okay, this is from my previous saves, like a good while ago. So we're going to save. And we are going to wrap up here. Hi everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate you hanging with the technical difficulties and all that sort of jazz that was happening during the stream. I love Disco Elysium to bits. It's a great game. And I would like to play it further. Maybe intermittently, or maybe when I know I've got a kind of solid thing. I want to finish Walking Dead. Maybe like do like a sort of interchange thing. So 1 week it's Walking Dead, the other week it's Disco Elysium. However we figure it out. But thank you for hanging out. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Goodbye for now. And I will see you guys next Sunday, if not earlier. Bye, folks. Bye.